Howdy, I'm Derek, and in this episode of Lambda of the Week, we're covering a custom Lambda Excel function called depreciation. If you're new to Lambda, please check out the video that previews this series using the link in the comments below. To get a free workbook containing this custom function as well as a few others, please see the link for that in the comments below. And if you want to get a copy of all of the Lambda custom functions I use with over 70 of them and examples of each, there's a link in the comments below to that as well. So for this week, it's depreciation. Now, I like to start my Lambda functions with an L. You get to name them yourself. So by putting that L underscore at the beginning, it makes it easy to tell them apart from the ones that are built into Excel. Now, the way that this one works, there's actually two different ways that you can use it. We're going to refer to the cost, which is in column A over here, the salvage value, which is in B, and then the useful life in months or whatever you want to use over here in column C. Two ways to return it. If you put a 0 here, it's going to give you that monthly depreciation. And if you put a 1 there, it's going to show you what has been accumulated in terms of depreciation. So you'll see here's the monthly here in column E, and in column F, notice that the default is to return what is accumulated for whatever period. Okay? And that's going to automatically spill to the very bottom here. So we've got 445,000, which is basically the cost minus the salvage value being that last value. Couldn't be simpler. Now you can take the same approach for depreciation and build out some pretty wacky schedules, but for this one we're keeping it pretty simple. So maybe it's one per asset, etc. And if you wanted to somehow, instead of showing this as rows, make it columns, just use transpose and wrap it in that. That's all there is to it. That is it for this episode of Lambda of the Week. Remember to grab your free copy of this workbook, or even better, grab a copy of all of the Lambda custom functions we'll be covering all throughout 2026 and even more. You can find links to both of those in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, comment on what you like, share with a friend, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on other great Excel tools, tips, and tricks, just like this weekly Lambda of the Week series. Thanks for watching and have an excellent rest of your day.